Cissy Houston, renowned soul and gospel singer and mother to Whitney Houston, died at the age of 91. Houston, a two-time Grammy winner who sang backup for Aretha Franklin and Elvis Presley, passed away at her home earlier this morning in New Jersey, according to her daughter-in-law Pat Houston. Houston, who was surrounded by her family, was under hospice care for Alzheimer's disease. "Our hearts are filled with pain and sadness. We lost the matriarch of our family," shared Pat Houston in a statement. "Mother Cissy has been a strong and towering figure in our lives, a woman of deep faith and conviction, who cared greatly about family, ministry, and community. Her more than 7-decade career in music and entertainment will remain at the forefront of our hearts. Her contributions to popular music and culture are unparalleled. We are blessed and grateful that God allowed her to spend so many years with us, and we are thankful for all the many valuable life lessons that she taught us. May she rest in peace," alongside her daughter, Whitney, and granddaughter Bobby, Christina, and other cherished family members. Born in Newark, New Jersey, Houston got her start in entertainment as a member of the gospel group Drinkard 4. She later formed the Sweet Inspirations alongside Dee Dee Warwick and Doris Troy, singing backup for Otis Redding, Dusty Springfield, and Dionne Warwick. As part of the group, she contributed to Van Morrison's Brown-Eyed Girl and the Jimi Hendrix Experience's Burning of the Midnight Lamp. The group's final show occurred in Las Vegas in 1969 alongside Presley. As a solo musician, she released her debut album, Presenting Cissy Houston, in 1970, followed by a string of records over the years including her latest, 2012's, Walk On by Faith. She sang backup on hundreds of recordings including Bette Midler's 1972 debut, The Divine Miss M, and Franklin's Ain't No Way, and throughout her career, her vocals could be heard on records from Chaka Khan, Diana Ross, David Bowie, Beyoncé, Donny Hathaway, Wilson Pickett, and many more. Houston won her first Grammy in 1997 for Face to Face, which triumphed in the Best Traditional Soul Gospel Album category. 2 years later, she won the Grammy in the same category for her album, He Leadeth Me. Houston came from a family of entertainers, including her daughter Whitney Houston, nieces Dionne and Dee Dee Warwick, and cousin to Leontyne Price, an opera singer. She was the youngest of 8 children. "On behalf of the Houston family, we are touched by your generous support, and your outpouring of love during our profound time of grief," said the family in a statement. "We respectfully request our privacy during this difficult time. Mother Cissy has been a strong and towering figure in our lives," the statement said. "A woman of deep faith and conviction, who cared greatly about family, ministry, and community. Her more than 7-decade career in music and entertainment will remain at the forefront of our hearts. Her contributions to popular music and culture are unparalleled. We are blessed and grateful that God allowed her to spend so many years with us, and we are thankful for all the many valuable life lessons that she taught us. May she rest in peace," alongside her daughter, Whitney, and granddaughter Bobby, Christina, and other cherished family members. "Mother Cissy has been a strong and towering figure in our lives," the statement said. "A woman of deep faith and conviction, who cared greatly about family, ministry, and community. Her more than 7-decade career in music and entertainment will remain at the forefront of our hearts. Her contributions to popular music and culture are unparalleled. We are blessed and grateful that God allowed her to spend so many years with us, and we are thankful for all the many valuable life lessons that she taught us. May she rest in peace," alongside her daughter, Whitney, and granddaughter Bobby, Christina, and other cherished family members. Houston was the mother of singer and actress Whitney Houston, the aunt of singers Dionne Warwick and Dee Dee Warwick, and a cousin of opera singer Leontyne Price. Houston was also the grandmother of Whitney Houston's only child, Bobby Christina Brown. Mrs. Houston died October 7, 2024. She was suffering from Alzheimer's disease for some time. Houston's singing career began in 1938 when she joined her sister Ann and brothers Larry and Nicky in the gospel singing group the Drinkard 4. Lee, who would later become the mother of singers Marie Dionne Warwick and Delia Juanita Warwick, later joined the group along with Ann Drinkard Moss and Marie Drinkard Epps, and the group was renamed the Drinkard Singers. It was while performing on Drinkard Singers that Cissy Houston made her television debut on TV Gospel Time. Houston and the Drinkard Singers regularly performed at New Hope Baptist Church and later recorded a live album for RCA called A Joyful Noise, becoming one of the first gospel acts to release a gospel album on a major label. The Drinkard Singers also earned success performing at Carnegie Hall and the Newport Jazz Festival. In 1963, then about to give birth to daughter Whitney Houston, she formed the Sweet Inspirations with Doris Troy and niece Dee Dee Warwick. Later, under contract to Atlantic Records, Sylvia Shemwell, Estelle Brown, and Myrna Smith formed the lineup. During the mid-1960s, the Sweet Inspirations provided backup vocals for a variety of artists, including Otis Redding, Wilson Pickett, Lou Rawls, The Drifters, Dusty Springfield, and Houston's niece Dionne Warwick. They appeared on Van Morrison's single, Brown Eyed Girl. Houston performed the descant on the Aretha Franklin hit, Ain't No Way. In 1967, the Sweet Inspirations sang background vocals for the Jimi Hendrix Experience on the track, Burning of the Midnight Lamp. In 1969, they were hired to sing backing vocals for American singer Elvis Presley in Las Vegas on his return to live performances during July and August 1969. Presley often introduced them at shows by saying, "They really live up to their name, ladies and gentlemen, the Sweet Inspirations." Many of these performances can be heard on the All Shook Up and Live in Las Vegas live records. Performing with Elvis Presley was Houston's final gig with the Sweet Inspirations. As her children were growing bigger, she decided to stop touring and focus on her career as a recording artist. In 2006, Houston recorded the song, Family First, with niece Dionne Warwick and daughter Whitney Houston for the soundtrack to the movie Daddy's Little Girls. In 2010, Cissy attended the 3rd annual BET Honors with her daughter Whitney, who received the Entertainment Award. In 2012, Cissy performed Bridge Over Troubled Water at the tribute for her daughter at the BET Music Awards. On September 29, 2014, at 80 years old, Cissy sang backup to a standing ovation performance with Aretha Franklin of Adele's Rolling in the Deep and Ain't No Mountain High Enough on The Late Show with David Letterman. On February 11, 2012, Whitney Houston died at the Beverly Hilton Hotel in Beverly Hills, California. After her daughter's death, Cissy expressed her distaste for the media's coverage of related events. "The media are awful. People have come from here and there, don't know what they're talking about," she said. "People I haven't seen in 20 years, here they come, think they know everything, but that's not true. But God has His way of taking care of all of it, and I'm glad I know that." Cissy Houston died at her home in Newark on October 7, 2024, at the age of 91. She had been in hospice care for Alzheimer's disease.